Always good to start your day off on a positive note, and I've got something positive happening behind me. It's some seeds were sown quite recently. It's only been about a week, and already we've seen signs of germination. And that's this container. Those carrots that were re-sowed, and we used those trays so we could space them out. And if you look, there's lots of little seedlings popping up, and they're all nicely spaced out and in perfectly straight rows. So that's a positive start to our day. There's carrots are well and truly on the way. Now we can see that those carrot seeds have germinated, and pretty consistently as well, which is a good thing. We need to take that cling film off. Don't leave the cling film on once your seedlings have germinated. So that's them on the way, and I've also got some gooseberries to collect. So we need to go down to Container Garden, get a few gooseberries, because we've already got quite a few that we've been collecting over the last week or so. And as we've been collecting them, we've been freezing them. So eventually we'll end up with a decent sized bag that we can make something out of. So back down to Container Garden. We've put quite a few things back as well since those winds died off. Just want to check these peppers. Tiny little pepper plants. But look at the size of these peppers now. They're getting a really good size on them. And we've got quite a few as well. So I'm really pleased. This one's got this discolouring on it because it's starting to ripen. But to get peppers that size on these tiny little plants in a very small container, I think it's brilliant. And it looks like once we've sorted these gooseberries out, we're going to have to come down and start collecting more tomatoes, because we're getting more ripening every day now. And that's a new batch of pickled onions, which are now starting to bulb up. So more good news. We've got some carrots there, Chantenay Royals, looking healthy, so we should be getting some of those as well. A few more onions that are ready to be pulled. I'm taking these as medium onions, that's plenty for me. And then we've got those little finger carrots, once again doing really well. And time to start picking some leaves from this romaine lettuce. I don't think I'm going to wait for them to art up. I'm just going to take the leaves as they grow. What we came for is down here. Just need to move this blueberry plant out of the way. And then I'll take this gooseberry out carefully because they're really spiky. So this plant's grown really well, and we've got quite a few gooseberries on them, and we just need to give them a little squeeze, and if they're soft, they're ready, regardless of what size they might be. So we'll take an harvest of these. There's some bigger ones just over here, and again, if we just press it, it feels a little squidgy. So they're basically ripe. And that's all we need to do. A little squeeze and take them off, and then we can carefully get ourselves a few nice gooseberries. And as with anything, the more that you harvest, the more grows. Ow. They do bite you back now and again. I've squished that one a little bit, but I'll still keep it. I think I'll leave this job to Jenny. She's a bit more delicate at picking than I am, and I'll go and have a look at what tomatoes we've got. And also, I think we've got a couple of blueberries. There's definitely one down there. Nice little blueberry. And one there as well. and one just here. Even if they're tiny, doesn't matter. Let's have a look what tomatoes we've got. Some of these are getting to be a good size on here now. These are those cherry fall plants, but we're getting good sized ripe tomatoes. And I'd rather pick these, just not one off, I'd rather pick these than gooseberries, because I always get bit by them plants. Really nice sized ones on here today. Different sizes, but we have got some quite big cherry tomatoes there. I'm going to take that orange one because that'll ripen in about 2 days on windowsill. And I think there's some around the other side. But first, I'm just going to check this little hanging basket. Right here. And even though it's only a tiny basket, we've still got fruit on this. So let's do it a favour and take it off. Got more French beans growing on these dwarf plants as well, so we'll get some of those later. Got a few more for this container, and we've got more peas to pick. I've let these pods get a little bit bigger so we can get some petit pois type peas out of these mange too, because they do taste really nice if you pick them soon enough. And around this side you can see we have got a few more. That one's not ready yet. It's quite a big one, but it's mainly orange. I'll take that one. And then we've got a few here as well. And I know I dropped one, so we'll find that. There it is. Just knocked it off when we were around the other side. These plants are doing alright, to be fair. We've had loads of tomatoes off them already. Let's go and see what's in greenhouse. Nothing better than having a walk round garden, harvesting all your fresh homegrown vegetables. Let's check in here. And I can see already we've got quite a few to go at, and it's only been a couple of days since we harvested these. Even on this little plant next to it, we've got some. Let's take them off, and then we can get the rest of them to ripen. Really good plants, these cherry falls. I'll definitely be growing these again next year. I prefer them to those tumbling toms, which I've tried a few times. I might leave some of those on there. I'm definitely taking these top ones, because they're a lot riper. Nothing better than doing this. Any orange ones, again, I'll be leaving on. While I'm doing this, I've just noticed this plant as well. We took that round courgette off of there, quite recent, and now we've got another flower. Hopefully there's more courgettes on the way. The plant's really picked up. Back to these. Let's take all these little ones off and drop them on the floor. Brilliant harvest this morning. These I'm leaving on because they are slightly orange, except for that one. I'll take that one off. It's not too bad. And I'll save a few of those. I think I've got quite a few there today. I have spied one on this big plant as well. We'll take that off. Leave those as well. Just check over these plants that we just got planted outside against these canes. Lots and lots of tomatoes to come off these. Non-ripening at the moment, but they're definitely getting there. Meanwhile, there's even more pods to pick on here. More that we've left grow to maturity. But I think some of these have gone past the best now. I'll take that one and we'll see what size peas in it. But the plants are still trying to flower. So we better strip everything off here today. Got more flowers on these plants that are outside. They're also those round courgettes. I just put a couple in this hoop tunnel to see what they do. And it definitely seems like they're trying to do something. We'll wait and see what we get from there. I spy a few more tomatoes on these cherry falls that we planted outside as well. I'll come back and get them shortly. See if there's anything over here. Got a few random plants in this area. But we have got another big container for those cherry falls. I can see straight away we've got something on here. There's loads and loads of tomatoes on these plants. They're not ripe yet, but they're just getting to that stage where they're starting to ripen. So we're going to get quite a lot over the next week or so. And these indoor plants, again, sweet millions. Look at how many flowers there's on those. Absolutely amazing amount of flowers, which are all going to become tomatoes. And we've already got loads and loads at bottom, and then as you go up that plant, more and more. So it looks like we're going to get loads and loads of tomatoes from here. That's that pea pod that took off. Let's have a look, see how big the peas are. In fact, they're actually not bad, these. I was worried that they might be overripe, because when the peas go overripe, they go kind of hard. These are monge too, but when they get to this stage, you can't eat the pods, they're too tough, but you can eat the peas. They're very sweet, just like petit pois. So we can harvest all those peas off there as well today, and we'll have a bag of peas to pop in the freezer as well. And then we can let that plant carry on trying to grow, because it has now got new flowers on top. So that's brilliant news again. A quick walk around garden. Look how many cherry tomatoes we've just picked. There's a couple of gooseberries in there that's buried, but we'll leave that job to somebody. It's a bit more delicate, otherwise my fingers are going to have more holes in than that colander. But we picked some of these yesterday and we got an handful, and just for the sake of one day we've now got a full tub full. Plus a couple of blueberries, more gooseberries aren't we? And of course all those peas to pick this afternoon. Nothing better than starting your day off in a positive way. And even if you only get a little bit of something, you've still got something. And that should be enough to drive you on as a gardener, because that's your success. That's your reward for your efforts. And it's been an horrible July, and we all know that. But the weather is going to get better. And the better the weather gets, the more fruit we're going to get, because the quicker everything's going to ripen. And just before I go, if anybody has received those washing up bowls that they ordered from Amazon, can you post a comment? Because Martin says they've now gone up in price and I don't think he's received his yet. So anybody that has received those bowls, just drop that comment in, and then it might put people's mind at rest. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been a brilliant morning and we've really enjoyed going around the garden, harvesting all that fruit. And if you want to see what else we harvest over the next week or so, hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and we'll see you then. Take care.